my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Hey, Oh, hey. What's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, honey, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers? What is new in your world? What's your tea, darlings? And it's another glorious day, honey. And you know what time it is, darlings. I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. What's happening? As you guys can see, honey, I have a different background right now because I'm coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan, darling. I was debating on whether or not I was going to try to come on because at first I was going to try to cancel the show tonight because you guys know I'm here. Today was my cousin's funeral, and to be around my family and carrying on, this is my father's side of the family, we are rather large, okay? There were 12 grandparents had, honey, and there are 7 left, and everyone was there except one who could, well, all the siblings that couldn't make it. It was 10 boys and 2 girls, and my heart just aches for my aunt. Seeing her and things, and my heart just goes out to her. And as I told you, my cousin and I, we are 22 days apart. Okay, so, this became so surreal for me today. However, the process is the process, and we're just gonna, we're just gonna deal with it and carry it on. So I'm here, and I'm in this God-forsaken hotel. Honey, I'm in an extended stay, right? And I know when it comes down to really, hold on. I gotta make sure that y'all hear me really good. Can y'all hear me well? Hold on, Rick, come on up in here, because I need to make sure that I can see. You can hear me?
Major gurgle sound like something off Star Wars.
Oh, you have got to be fucking playing.
Yeah, you sound like a character, bro. You don't sound like a human.
Hold on, stay in. Let me go out and come back.
Oh no, we got some technical difficulties on the audio on his Detroit side, so he reset it. We definitely, the show is still going on. I'm your boy Big Red, co-host of Dishing Tea. Hello, everybody. Yamar, Lauren, Stardom, I see you.
All right, I'm back. Is that any better?
Yes, it's better. How you doing? I know who that guy.
Okay, child, please, baby. I'm finna go to have a fit. I'm finna, you know what? Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you want to know what you sound like? You sound like this.
Oh,
That's like some say.
baby, I'm sitting up here. I'm going through. I'm hungry as hell. Was trying to get my Grubhub together, but child, my Grubhub still giving me Atlanta restaurants and shit. I was like, oh
Got
no,
changed
no,
address.
I did. Okay, I was like, okay, let me see, because I said Southfield, Michigan is carried on, right? This thing's still giving me Atlanta at things. So I'm like, all right, fine. They told me that Domino's deliver and somebody else, honey. Whatever the case may be, a bitch got to
Get you
find
one of them
something to eat.
Domino's New York style. You be all right.
Okay, a bitch got to find some vittles, honey, because I ate.
Sustenance.
Okay, hello. Sustenance and nutrition. You understand? Sustenance and nutrition. Okay. But it was fun seeing my cousins and carrying on, honey. I hadn't seen cousins in a cute little minute. Then wait a minute. We had a happy moment that came out of this, but at the same time, it's very indicative of our family, okay? How about this?
Doing it.
How about one of my cousins met her brother for the first time today?
Your audio is doing it.
My audience is doing what?
Same thing.
What in the hell? You know what? I rebuke it.
It shouldn't be echoing. The only thing I got on is this stuff, so I don't have nothing to talk about.
Okay, well, hold on. No, okay, it shouldn't echo, but hold on. Let me do echo. Okay. I don't know.
What are you using the microphone on the computer?
Yes, because I didn't bring anything else with me. You know, the other mics didn't work. Well, no, it didn't work on the other computer, and I didn't bring my external mics with me here because it would have been too much in the carry on.
It sounds like Helena said it sounds horrible.
It sounds horrible.
You might have done better doing it on your phone, bro.
You know what? What I'm going to do is this.
Now I sound like that.
What?
Now I'm clear.
Okay, hold on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to log in on the now you acted up because the guests keep coming in and out, so I don't know if he's able to I don't know what's going on with
now
him.
you're clear.
Now we're clear.
The hell is wrong? It's using hotel Wi-Fi too.
Yeah.
It's 1,000.
Oh, you know what? That might just be motherfucking it.
Yeah, too many people on the bandwidth. It's not
Hold
enough
on,
bandwidth. Too many people on the bandwidth. It's not enough bandwidth.
Hold on. You know what we'll do? We'll just switch this over and go to my hotspot, honey. That's what we'll do. We'll turn on the damn hotspot and then switch this connection to the hotspot.
Yeah, because the bandwidth there is people.
Okay, that's what we'll do. And we will call that grace and mercy. The children.
What are you doing on your knee? Okay, you need you to hold it on.
Okay, 0 devices. How come? Okay, wait a minute. It's on, but how come it's not? It's oh, there it is. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Oh, did I set up the pass? Um, Hold on, y'all. We just trying to get this working so that we can make sure everything is everything. You feel me? In the meantime, okay. Now let me make sure this is right. Connect.
Did he freeze? Yep. Yo, they gonna design the thing just like I said. Right? They designed my thing just like they said. I said. My damn Sonic jacket. My Sonic jacket thing. Huh? What it look like? I had a design, one of the tight fitting here and here. Right? Got the vents under the arms, the cooling. Huh? And they got the hood. I had the motherfucker on the day for 5 minutes to see what it was like. That motherfucker started cooking. I said, and that was sitting still. I said, okay. Yep. I put it on today. I said, oh, okay. It feel like scuba diving material. Huh?
All right, y'all still with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool beans. How we sounding?
Sound better.
A lot better. Okay, that's what it was. We had to get a better do-a-diddy. Okay.
Right.
There we go, children. There we go. Excuse us for the technical difficulties at this particular time. However, y'all know when you're doing a live show, honey, hey, live shows up so that you show up, okay? So, as I was saying, honey, oh Lord, wait a minute. Let me tell you. Hold on, Rhea, talk to him because this is the guest trying to call in.
All right. Helena sounds like a man. Your ass. Hey, anybody give me a weather report for detail? What's Detroit weather like? 'Cause I was checking Chicago, Detroit weather today. Somebody give me a report. Who in Detroit? Dirty.
Okay. Yeah, that was the guess. He kept saying that the StreamYard keep kicking him out. Okay.
He ain't got no Obama.
I don't know, child, but I just told him he got to make sure that he accepts the StreamYard so that it'll do what it needs to do. Child, I'm telling you, coming here, okay, no, it's not red, thank God, but I've been watering and itching my damn eyes, something horrible.
I was okay. Look, Atlanta was in Baltimore. I was actually in D-Town. I was trying to see what the weather was there.
Oh, the weather here, we
talking to me. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
We were at 71 degrees today. Okay.
Y'all here 71. I was asking my uncle family called me and he was outside enjoying the weather. Up in Chicago, I'm like, well, damn. As soon as we leave, the motherfucker get nice.
Okay, right. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, that's real good. This is Turkey Hill Kiwi Strawberry Lemonade, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
God play. And it's not even cold. If you,
I'm going to tell you something you recognize coming to discuss on the business side.
Uh-huh.
Look at my name.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, cute.
Yeah. I'm in.
Okay. But listen, I was telling y'all, one of the things that there was a good thing that had come out of today. Okay.
If you don't get her ass,
I'm gonna beat her ass. Right. I'm gonna beat her ass. She's stupid. Wait a minute. I'm gonna put that right up here. Okay.
oh shit.
Wait a minute. Is it gonna show?
It showed them.
But it ain't showing on my end. There we go. Oh, okay.
We got feedback coming from me. It shouldn't be nothing. I never said.
There we go. Child, they sitting up here trying to give me fever today, honey, but that's okay. But anyway, like I said, what came out, the good thing that had come out is that it's in true form for my family. And that there is one of my cousins met her brother for the very first time.
What?
Okay. She found out last Thursday that she has a brother.
Can I get an age?
My cousin is 53, and her brother is 51, soon to be 52 in December.
America. I'm gonna need you to do better. Okay? The reason all this stuff is going on in the world right now is because we're not being family oriented like our ancestors and the people that held together like blood. Big mama, big daddy, all them that held together that was responsible adults and glued that family together. Y'all didn't come over to the mission and carry on. So all this fucking your brothers and sisters not
Well, child, what it was, however this went, honey, you know, he had, I don't know if this was an extramarital affair or if he had, was you know, done with his wife at the time, well, however it was. I don't think it was because he's 51, soon to be 52. Darlena is 53, honey, about to be 54. So this was within the same time because her sister Sharina is up under her, and then Dashina is up under her that I know. So he's in between that. So that must be a tip, okay, a tip out. But
it don't matter. Sometimes you gotta snitch on yourself.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. This is them trying to call me back to say what's up. Talk to him. I'm just going on mute.
All right. I am definitely steadfast on that. Please, if you screw up, be a man about it. Just tell it what it is so people know who their cousins and their brothers and sisters are. Because you mess around and two siblings get together and then there's a three-headed baby pop out. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That is a problem, okay? Your baby be over Area 51 all because your ass didn't want to say that you got now snuck out and hit a stripper one night. Y'all got to get that together, man. Black families have got that all screwed up. If you know you got one out there, keep up with it.
The beauty of today was that they were able to come together and they were able to sit down and talk. And I was telling them, I said, well, see, you know, coming together as adults, you get to learn each other as adults. Now, you may feel as though you may have missed out on the childhood stuff, but now we don't have that childhood bullshit to contend with. Because I said, now what you will find, I told him, I said, welcome to the world of being an Addams, honey. And we all had to chuckle about that. Because, okay, we all had to chuckle about that because, you know, what I find to be very interesting is that all of us we'll have a story about our fathers, okay? Particularly, you know, most of us are on our father's side. We got stories. So, but then when you listen to our cousins talk about our fathers, everybody's like, oh, he's this, and oh, he's such wonderful, he's blah, 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 blah. And I told him, I said, child, ain't that nothing? I said, that ain't the man that I know. Who you tell them and trying to describe, honey, is not the man that I know. Okay. So all of us are sitting up there, we sitting around the table doing this and doing that. So it was, you know, very cathartic for some parts of it, very heartbreaking and things. And of course, we got into the whole thing of, oh, we need to have a family reunion because we don't know each other. And I told my uncle, I said, I'm going to tell you like this. Somebody need to plan it and say, listen, this is what we doing. I said, because if we wait around trying to say, oh, let's get together to plan it, it ain't going to happen. I said, because we've been saying that for years. It's too many of us, number one. And then everybody want to get their damn feelings in the way. And it's not going to be what you think it is. So, that there is where it is. So, we sent Tony away good and things of that nature. Let me get the obituary because there's a picture in here. I got emotional because it was still so surreal. Okay, and then my aunt called me out. My aunt called me out at the funeral, child. She wanted me to get up and say something. And so because I wasn't in the line, she got up and said, thank everybody for coming for the family, this and the other. And his first cousin, Demetrius Michi, is here, and he came all the way from out of town, and I wish you would come up and say something.
Right. You flew all the way there.
Girl, we could have did this at the repass. That's what I thought, And so and so I said, okay, I'm coming. So I got up.
I guess you've been mad as fuck with me because I really was trying to figure out a way to bear some portion with your cousin funeral, right? So I just couldn't put it together. I was gonna make sure every other person come if I was sitting there.
Child, I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, okay, now. Okay, well, no, I wasn't because one of the things about it was that our interaction was somewhat turbulent. Okay, so I didn't want to get up there to try to say anything that I felt was going to be lying or trying to juxtapose.
Okay, but that's the point. This is where we score. Now it's not something to me like you like me. Okay. This is where we screw up. You're supposed to get up there and speak on the turbulence. And speak how the turbulence existed, but it didn't bust the vessels of the family blood. You still have that.
Well, I got up there and I said what I said in a very cute way, because what I said was, listening to him, what I found out was that we were a lot alike. Okay, because his father was killed. Well, his father was killed when he was young, so he ended up having to step up and help his mama with the kids.
Right.
Okay. And this, that, and the other. So he was always a family man, and then like us, all of our younger cousins that came down here, he was like a big brother to me, and he stepped in like a father, because like a lot of his siblings were like, he became like daddy brother to me, and that's what my brother used to call me, daddy brother. Mm-hmm. So I spoke on that about, because it's true, he was always about family and carrying on. But then I said this, life happened, and we separated, and I regret the fact that we did not know each other as adults. Okay, we did not know each other as grown men to sit down there and have man-to-man conversations or whatever. Then I said a little funny, because I said, well, one of the things that I will always hold dear is that, as kids, we were both fond of the name Xavier. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we had always said that if we have children, we were going to name our kids Xavier. I said, well, I'm the gay one, and I don't have any kids. And he ended up having kids before me, so he named his son Xavier. And so I've always told him that he stole my name. So that, got the audience together and carried on. So that was a chuckle. So and that's how I left it. I was like, well, I hope that his example of what being a family is, we can learn from that and learn how to get the bonds together, strengthen the bonds, grow with the bonds, and all that. So that was cute. And it was diplomatic. It was truthful and yet diplomatic, and I didn't have to go through, I didn't want to air dirt because that wasn't the time to air the dirt. You know, okay, right now I did it at the repairs. You know, I'm like, okay, you know, he was a motherfucker. Okay, and I told that to his daughter because his daughter came up to me and she said, I never got a chance to meet you, but I've heard a lot about you, which shocked me. And I said, okay. But she gave me a hug and things, and you know, I just gave her some encouraging words because she's his only girl. So you know, he was a girl dad, and you know, so she's just destroyed. And I was telling her, I said, baby girl, I said, I want you to listen to me well. However you grieve is how you grieve. You don't let nobody tell you what time you're supposed to have to grieve. You don't let nobody tell you nothing. If you don't feel like being bothered with nobody, that's cool. If you feel like crying, that's cool. If you break out laughing and singing and dancing, that's cool. Because the process is going to be what it is. Give yourself and allow yourself that time. And she said, okay, and I could see her. Then she just looked at me. I said, how you end up getting over this is that you live the example that he taught you, baby. You be the best you can be for him. And she broke, and she just fell in my arms. And I'm trying not to break, because, you know, I'm like, oh, honey, we can't be crying together like this. But I did. I'm crying with her. I said, baby, and then I was comforting her and things. So that was really cute, you know. And then, you know, now, and then he's a grandfather. Okay, he has 4 grandbabies. Okay, don't know the grandchildren at all. Okay, so I'm like, oh my, you know. And so in understanding who my cousin is and was, and then my uncle was sitting next to him, he said, you know, Tony was a businessman and this, that, and the other. See, and the only kind of business that I knew, he was a hustler, but you know, and whatever that meant. Okay, I did know he used to work for Ford. I remember that. But again, not knowing him as an adult and carrying on was what that is. And then, of course, you know, we clashed because I'm gay. You know, he was always, every time he would come in my lives and all that shit. I love you, cuz, but I'm not down with that fuck gay shit. And, you know, he always pissed me off with that. So that was another reason why we, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay, you know what? No. So that's what it was. But overall, it was real cute to see the folks that I saw. Sat down, had a good gab session with my cousins and my uncle's wife and carried on because, you know, I'm still meeting family and things. So that was cute. It was cute. And then I left and went to go see my mama and things. And she wasn't home. And, you know, I held the baby. I got to meet my grandnephew.
Oh, okay.
Met the grandnephew. In fact, hell, he was asleep when I got there, but then he woke up. It was time for his feeding, and his grandmama sitting up there babysitting. So she got him, and when she said, "Here, hold him while I go get the bottle," I said, "Okay." So then I ended up feeding him and carrying on and burping him and things. So that was real cute. So that was today. Now I'm here in this hotel, honey, and carrying on. I'm waiting for our guest to come in, but apparently he's having a problem with his connection. Wait a minute. She said Omar isn't picking up. Trying to reach him. We may have to reschedule if that's okay. You know what? Oh. Okay. Okay. We're moving on. What we are going to get into is this, since we're here. I did this for him, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Let me do this. Let me take a commercial break, because I want to say something, and I can't. Okay. Let me take a little commercial break. We're going to when we come back, we're going to get into the second part of this, and that there is overcoming trauma and carrying on. And also what I'm going to get into is y'all saw me do a partial live about Angela Stanton King. I kept calling her Angela Rye, but her name was Angela Stanton King. She's that black girl, honey, who was a big loudmouth Trump supporter. That comes, she's into politics. She's one of the ones that Agent Orange had pardoned. Did he pardon her? I think he did. Anyway, she was his supporter. She was on the program called From the Bottom Up, a docuseries. They don't call them reality shows; they call them docuseries. Talking about her life when she was in prison, and now she's out rebuilding. And what has happened? They were just recently on the Dr. Phil show. Okay. She has a trans daughter now that she refuses to accept. Okay. And yeah, it's something. It's really something. So what we're going to do, let me take a commercial break, and then we will come back and get into this. Oh, yes. Okay. Be bold, be unique, be the tea, with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in a FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today?
Black on, get into it. Black on, look at that David Ford right there, that's his name. Black on, he don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford, that's his name. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Oh, and we're back.
We don't work on it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry about this. Thank you.
All right. God damn it.
What up, E? So what?
No, the problem is I'm gonna have to start making sure that my guests do not use their goddamn telephones when trying to come on the damn air. Okay.
Because they don't know how to use telephone.
Because what ends up happening is all the time we end up getting the devices are not connected. And so when they go in to say connect, what ends up happening is sometimes the StreamYard may not be accepted to their phone or whatever the case may be. So they got to go into their settings and all that kind of there, whatever it is.
No. The problem is the people ain't fucking read always front the minute. Okay. But when you click I say the link on a phone, click the link. If you look at the top right of the phone, the very bottom, you hit it, the very bottom, there's whatever type of say brown. Click that wow. Once you call, just click that button.
Right.
Take the dog on one of the computers. And then it's
Okay. Well, okay.
It'll make it after that, you
Right.
But if you try to go the other way and you that shit ain't happen.
Okay.
You have to click whatever your phone comes over because I'm not going to use the phone.
Okay.
You see, I've never had a problem with it.
Okay. What I'm trying to do is pull up this little the little sizzle reel from the Dr. Phil show, because I don't want to play the whole thing and carrying on and all of that. Shit.
Well, me, on the page, you need to call me.
Listen, I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling so. I'm just putting all this together and carrying on. This is very amateurish right now, but it's okay because if I hadn't okay. We're gonna go into coming out of trauma. Okay. Understanding how we deal with trauma, traumatic situations, and things of that nature. How do we navigate our ways through it? More than just dealing with death or anything, because anything could be traumatic for any of us to contend with and live with, and this, that, and the other. So, how do we navigate through all of that? Okay. How is it that we're able to process it down without not having, we're giving ourselves permission to process it without feeling as though we're guilty, or without it becoming some kind of sideshow, do-wah-diddy, without it becoming some kind of a song and dance, like we stringing and playing our violins and carrying on, and without us becoming addicted to the story. Because sometimes there's a number of us who we become addicted to our stories and carrying on, and in us becoming addicted to the story, there it sets us up for a lot of the backlash and a lot of their whole cycle of what I was going to say negative behavior, because a lot of those who deal with addiction, they get
There's an acronym for family health counseling thing. There's an acronym for people. When it comes to that, it's guilt, period. Okay. Most of the appeal follow the process and have a traumatic. You know what I'm saying? You have to, a lot of times walk back and make they shut down fear. And then a lot of times they carry guilt.
Okay.
So when that becomes a different avenue, you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's not as simple as wrong. It's more. Let's dig into the
Right. Okay. Digging.
Let's get into the meaning of the process.
Digging. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Okay, but then, digging into and getting into the meat and potatoes of it. How is it that we're able to dig into it, be vulnerable to it, and then allow the process to happen? Because oftentimes, many of us don't want to dig into it. Many of us don't want to go into it because we get scared. We get, whatever. We don't want to face what may come out of it, and et cetera, et cetera. So, how do you think folks should navigate their way through it? How is it that we should be able to move forward? And then get into it? How can we get into it? Without all of the hoopla.
The hoopla,
Right.
Well, basically, it's probably some basic don't feel like how we try to make it. A lot of times, find those platforms that we have triggers. They all humans out there.
Mm-hmm.
And within that, you have to push your positive triggers. Like you do a child. You got to burn over here, animal over here, to the left or the right.
Right.
So sometimes you have to make a positive thing to get the person positive to make them subconsciously or hurt.
Okay.
Because what deep down the process of guilt. Once you get purged, it's all you do is hurt that person you out of them. And then also the listener and the consoler. Because that way, how they get comfortable. If they open up, let it all out.
Okay.
So you just gotta walk up to somebody and be able to shut down.
Now, right there. Ooh, that's okay. Okay, now let's get into the course of the meal, honey. Right there. That whole shutting down piece, okay? And not getting upset at somebody because they shut down. Okay. How is it that she gonna have to text me now. It's the booking agent trying to get in touch with me. I'm gonna have her to text me because no, I'm not gonna stop this again. How is it that we able to navigate our own selves through that? Because see, one of the things about this, and I know I have a hard time with this, I'm getting better at it, but I have not mastered this yet. One of the things is that you allow yourself to be open, okay? And you've set up a situation to where, okay, you could come to me and talk, okay? Then we get the resistance of the boundaries, what you want to talk to me about, okay? Now I know I have set up there and I have pushed boundaries before, and I've bucked the system, but okay, so my fault on that. So now that we set up the boundaries, and now I'm adhering to your boundaries, then you want me to go through here, and now I got to psychosomatically understand when you want me to push a boundary and when you don't. Because see, now if I don't push because you done told me don't, I'm just giving you an ear to listen. Right. Then it becomes, oh, you ain't got nothing to say about that? I'm like, but I thought you were venting. Okay, you told me that's not what you wanted. But then when I start to, because I don't have, today was the day I said, oh, okay, where I'm going to follow suit and such and so. So now I got to deal with pushback because Well, damn, here you go criticizing me. See, I can't have my own thoughts and my own feelings.
Well,
And it's like, okay, you know what? I tell you what. No, we're not gonna play this game. And then now, because my road dog will do this, he'll sit down and he'll do this shit. And then if I get mad at him because he gave me a pushback, and I say, "What the fuck is this?" Okay, why? If we have a confrontation about that, he then gets mad and then will shut the fuck down and will not talk to me for 2 or 3 days or whatever. Okay.
that is a typical tirade tantrum.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Me being the person that I am, I'm gonna. I'll be seeing all kind of things with
But
I just say like this. When you know the buttons, it's easier to operate. But sometimes people make them by spewing random conversation. Random conversation is therapeutic in situations I believe.
okay.
Because it'll bring off something random conversation. You can be talking about that. I remember one person. Oh, your dad. What else you got to do? Shut up.
Right. When Lawrence said, "What? It's hard for some to face it, and then some are so damaged that they can't. It's sad. I had to face my own. It was hard, but I'm still healing. I understand that, and you're right, because see what ends up happening, particularly in crisis of sexual abuse." Physical abuse and violence, for those who got strung out on drugs and carried on, and they were the top of the class, or they were the one that everybody thought was going to succeed, and then it becomes the whole personal internal hell of, how did I let myself do this, and oh my God, I'm better than this, and how did I fall into this, and then you beat yourself up on that, and then after you get through with beating up on yourself, but oftentimes before you get to the beat up on yourself part, you end up throwing it off on somebody else because you want to put the blame on somebody because you don't want to face you. Then when you face yourself in that, then you have to go through the process of not letting it take you so far down. Luther Vandross got a song that says, "Don't fall, honey, too far down." I love that song.
Let me tell you something. I learned this from just my regular walk life.
Mm-hmm.
I was very popular. Okay. So that means all the popular kids, all the popular girls, we all hung together. We had our group.
Right.
And then in the neighborhood, you got the popular girls, everybody fantasizing about this.
Okay.
What I figured out the rope was they were putting all that thing and all that bullshit. It was one girl and sweet fucking every day in the school. Like, you're 16, you're coming with your year old.
Right.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have people who go out and the prettiest thing in the world. Like, oh my God, everything was an insecure masquerade.
Right.
Because they were all, they wasn't on top of the world.
Okay.
But once you don't have the audience lessons, which is those 4 years of fame, the real world.
Okay.
And I bumped into people on the level. And me, I bumped into people that was I thought was the most guys. And they was cracked. dope fiend,
yeah,
alcoholic. Standing in the liquor store, whole front of their mouth.
mm-hmm,
Most likely to see broken bus.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is that?
Right.
And it just people understand. Those people that
okay. Yeah.
So this is a real situation we're talking about.
Exactly.
It's really hard to help somebody who has not started themselves.
Okay.
And then somebody like you see, if you pick up a phone, this is my life, and you see 100,000 small. That girl fighting with some guy fighting with some.
Right. Right. Okay. Oh. She said, well, our family. Okay. She said, well, our family is quick to make you shut down, but I've learned that it's not me or what I'm saying, it's what they're not willing to face. And I just state my truth for self, rather they want to or not, the way my healing is for me and not them. Well, you know what? Now, how about that? Now, that there is another thing. You know, when you got folks that don't want to face the truth, okay, or a truth. Now, let me specify that, because oftentimes, you know, folks will get a little matter of factly with a lot of candor and things, and they want to spout it as truth, and they say it as matter of factly. And then that causes a lot of tension. Then you got those who are just shady and want to throw shit in your face because they are acting out of hurt. They are acting out of whatever because they feel as though you hurt their feelings. So now they go for the jugular and want to say something that's going to cut you and this, that, and the other. And then that's where a lot of that tension and stuff comes into play. And oftentimes, now let me go here. Oftentimes, instead of saying, yo, dude, I don't like what you do there because it hurt my feelings. See, especially with this family of mine, you know, that there is considered to be non-masculine behavior. Okay? You can't sit up there and say, man, that hurt my feelings, because see, if you're too sensitive or too soft, you know, that there, because it's a break of man code. And I think that's just man code, period. Not just with my family.
That's not true. You're real. Okay, this is everybody's big grandmother. You're a straight up bitch. If you motherfucking got the balls to apologize for wrong behavior.
Well, no, not apologize for wrong behavior. No, that's not the issue. But that's the secondary issue.
Right.
The first thing is when you come up and say, look, you hurt my feelings.
Okay,
is that part there?
Okay, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to take it to a platform, you don't have to say you're hurt my feelings. I mean, I can walk in.
Yeah, that was out of pocket. But see, now here's the thing. See, again, now here I am with verbiage, because see, out of pocket, or I don't like what you said. You know, that shit that rubbed me the wrong way. That didn't sit well. Okay, then depending on its delivery, that there becomes all in arms, because see, now folks take a defensive posture. Okay, and it's like, why? Because I'm telling you, look, what the fuck that came out your goddamn mouth, nigga, I didn't like. Okay.
Why would they do it? Right, you don't think about me. If you're severe venom and it's hot and spicy, at the point you're ass full, I'm checking your ass. I'm not going to do it there. I'm going to do it right there.
Right.
And the reason is because you are already with me to follow around what I'm speaking on, and you have more understanding than what I'm saying that you bring the anger about.
Okay, how about that?
You know what I'm saying? But if you wait till later, you want to come out with you for some negative, like I want, I get what you're saying next to me.
You okay?
But people gotta do better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't mask and everything.
How about that? And sometimes the person shutting down is their way of processing what's going on and being able to give back what they feel and how they acknowledge what you're saying. You know what? Now that there is valid, but oftentimes the shutdown thing is it's a protection mechanism, and just to be quite honest with that, most of the time is the whole shutdown process is because somebody says something that you don't like. Okay? And either you got to face it or you're non-confrontational and you done got too sensitive and this, that, and the other. And then the whole idea of shutting down just comes out the blue. If we sit up here having a conversation and you know this is going there, and it's a difficult conversation, then we shouldn't have to have these shutdown moments. Or if you feel you got to shut down, be like, you know what, let me pause.
Right.
Okay, let's take a break because I got, I know I do that, but hold up. Because I got to process that down. Give me a minute, And I've been that way all of my life now, and those may not be the words I've used because I know back in the day, back in school and stuff, my high school friends still tease me. I say, wait a minute, wait, okay, and that deals because I'm like, okay, no, did you just say that? And it's time to get that together. But oftentimes, folks just come out of the blue, and then they expect you. Again, this is another one that burns me, and I know my road dog does this sometimes, and a lot of people in my life, they do this because I say I know you, and then they want to throw that back up in my. Well, if you know me like you say you know me, then you should know that such. And I'm like, you know what? Hold up. What we're not gonna do is play this damn cat and mouse little game. Because you want to sit down here and smack the damn ball. Okay? We're not finna do that. Alright? You know damn well I know you, but little motherfucker, you done came out of a bag. And now you done took me off center because I wasn't expecting you to come out of this motherfucking Prada bag. Okay? Or better yet, this little Kroger, little Kroger sack. You done came out of a fucking bag. Okay? And no. So it requires us to, have to take a pause or whatever. But in dealing with the trauma of it all, a lot of times I believe that because we deal with it, that folks don't want to deal with it because it makes them look weak. Again, punishing themselves with, how did I let myself get into this? Why did this happen to me? Oh God, are you punishing me for something that I did in the past? And all of those kinds of things. Yeah, me too, because certain ways people say things to me determines the involuntary movement of these hands and feet. Not the involuntary movement. Not the involuntary movement. She said, Lord said, wait a minute. It's all in that damn tone, honey. Listen. That the tone will get a motherfucking reaction. Tone's a reflex, child. Tones are motherfucking reflex. You understand me? A certain tone will get your ass hurt. Okay? All tea, no shade. Okay?
All I know is when tone arrives, most of you are something like that. Dig that.
Okay. Right.
I get real calm. Dig that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You know, that's you. I think as I noticed myself, you know, for me, yeah, everybody, you know, everybody, you know, and everybody be like, what that's supposed to mean, and see, and when they, what that's supposed to mean, nigga, you know, okay, yeah,
I
okay,
have worked security all major, even when you I have worked security. And when it gets to the point where I have to just pick the button, that's what I say. And I'm having my face going. My face looks like I'm trying to put it right up in my stuff. Dig that.
right,
Now, a minute ago, I was talking to my hey, sir. Now you done threatened together. Talking about probably.
right,
Now you only get words.
right, dig that, okay,
You don't get no jealous.
okay, oh,
But you made more work with
okay. Would you say yes, involuntary? It's the Adams in me, honey. Listen, girl. What's that? That's on your end, Red. Somebody else listening?
No.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah. They listening in.
Somebody got their hand on them.
Right. They say maybe it's just not that serious to the other person. If someone tells you very negative things about you and judge you, does that info changes anything about you or how you do what you do? You have to ask yourself, do you really care? If not, then there's no need to respond. Now that there is a statement I will hold on to, Barbara, when I'm dealing with folks who I consider to be non-factors. Okay.
Right.
I consider that, you know, those who want to sit down there and bump their gums, because, you know, you always have to check your sourcing. But oftentimes, when we talk about dealing with traumatic experiences and things, what ends up happening is a lot of the hurt and stuff come from folks who you know. You know, the most hurtful things come from people either you had in your circles, family members, and carrying on, because it's like, I got to deal with this in the street. Why am I dealing with this from you, of all people?
Well, you've already know psychologically, one of the closest, like they get away with the most.
Right, because you're close and they take advantage of it. Yeah.
Right.
And so, just like what you say, Barbara, if someone tells you very negative things about you and judge you, does that change anything? And usually it does, because you're the people who I hold in my circle and I hold dear to me. And, you know, your opinion matters. Okay, you are someone who I value, and so you are someone who, you know, we're influential to each other. So anytime that kind of stuff come out of your mouth, think of it from husband and wife's points of view. I sat down here and gave you my life. I just sat here and married you. Okay, I trust you. Okay, which means that we're supposed to be in this together. We're a partnership. But yet with all that venom and that hatefulness comes spewing out of their mouth. You know, you fat bitch, you ugly bitch, you no good, you can't do this, you can't cook, you can't that. Okay, or from a woman's point of view, you bitch ass nigga, that's why you soft, that's why you still a mama's boy. When we get all that kind of shit, okay, from somebody who is supposedly here, and then you're on, you know, you're in this particular plane where,
but as the seed that grows the granny plow.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. So so I hear what you're saying, and most of the time you're right when it comes to people who are non-factors. You know, when we're dealing with folks who, you know, it's just like being on the internet. We were talking about that. You don't read these damn comments just to sit down there and get into a whole internet war with a bitch you don't know. Okay, because now you're going back and forth. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know this bitch from a can of paint, and I'm sitting up here getting all in my feelings and getting huffy and puffy because we sit up here going back and forth with computer courage. You know.
You know what? I want to address. I was dealing with a couple this week, right? If you're on social media and somebody's flirting with this other right? This is to the person being flirted with. This is for everybody being flirted.
Okay.
Don't you dare spit that venom with the significant other if they say something about that. Because they may be asking to bow out that situation.
Right.
But don't take it as a long time to dog venom back.
Okay.
Because it's going to be all you might have been doing you in a conversation and you're not, but it's going to be perceived as a situation like that government protection.
Okay.
People don't understand. Like folks are going to matter. It's a lot different for the person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys single people don't matter. People that's married, steps, shit matters.
Okay.
And we got to go out there. It's not all on you and your world. You against your spouse. It's you and your spouse.
How about that? Okay.
Half my back or back the fuck up.
Okay. Okay. Dig that. I think I found something that I want to play. For them to sing. No, no. I'm gonna have to share a screen because I'm on the portable computer. Okay, and it won't let me download the real player so that I can upload it, just play it directly. But it's taking its time trying to load. So okay, I'll get to that in a minute. But nonetheless, let me pause it because I don't want it to play. You're going to download because I'm changing screens and I don't want it to play, and then I got to go double back. So let it load up, and then we'll come back to that. But hold on, come on! Oh God, damn it! You know I'm so sick of this damn thing. I'm trying to move my screen up because I want to go back to my comments. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, and it when it gives me, it was trying to give me the blues. Barbara G, that is true. It does matter who is saying a to or having who you saying to have or to or having a conversation with. Okay, true that. Damn Russians. Okay, you stupid Leah. Damn Russians. Okay. Okay. Come on, give it to me now. Who got their life alert on high? You so stupid. Okay. But if it's a friend you were talking to, they would have never delivered their message in such a negative way that is hurtful. Not necessarily so, darling. Because you know when folks get upset, honey, a lot of shit come out their damn mouth. Okay? And a true friend or somebody who got your back would not sit down there and spew that kind of venom. However, folks will sit down there and out of anger You know, true friends are those who close to you out of anger. If they hurt, they say hurt people hurt people. So if you say something that's a trigger to them, they say something back because now they want to hurt you the same way or make you feel like they feel. Okay, so this is why, you know, hurtful shit gets said or whatever, and then shit get personal. Now, this is one of the reasons I don't like to play reading. You know, when the kids get around and want to read each other, playing the dozens and carrying on, because those kinds of games that get your ass hit. Okay, because folks will sit down there and they go too far. You know, you get a good one in, and then now everybody they start going too far, and then they want to get personal. So when they start getting personal, it's like, oh, okay, if you go there, then I'm gonna go here, right? And then they love dishing out the heat, but can't never take it back, honey. They can't take no heat. And then when it gets that way, then it becomes a whole big to-do. Now, amongst friends and carried on, y'all sit up here saying, girl, you listen, you know damn well you should have been tipping out on your husband. Girl, that ain't none of your motherfucking business, honey. Let me handle this. Get up out of it. No, you are my business, bitch. Okay, I'm coming to you because if I would be no friend if I didn't come to you. You got a good man at the house and you sitting around here fucking up. Well, that didn't mean what the fuck you said last time when you sat up there and fucked around on your husband 3 years ago. That's why your bitch had divorced now.
Oh.
Right there. See, right there. And that's where it comes into play. Okay. Nope, I'm not with you. Okay. You just mad because I got a man that gonna sit down there and give me money and carry on, bitch. When you was fucking around, you did that shit for free. Did nobody pay your motherfucking bill? You see, it gets there. Okay. See, right.
I don't like it.
Okay. Oh Lord, let's see. Lord, the family is a major factor in black families that are the cause, and rather allowing a member to say, hey, you hurt me, they'd rather not face it and push all the blame on you, which later on in life caused a ripple effect of a damaged spirit. Cause if you ain't said that right there,
all right.
If you ain't said that right there, little cuz, because that there is the crux of our family there. We got so many hurt dynamics and carrying on. When you came to come and sit down next to Darlena, that's one of the things that we were talking about as far as, you know, she was like, damn, it don't make no sense, you know, that we don't know each other. I said, our mothers sat down there and pulled us out of this because they couldn't deal with their husbands. Okay? So, in them not being able to deal with their husbands, we then, you know, we had to suffer the fact of not being able to come together with the families that carried on. And then when we became of age and started coming around on our own, I know my mother did that with me. She said, I'll never tell you that you can't be around your father, because what happened with us, but you will learn him on your own. That right there. You will learn him on your own. That's when it came into play. And then you have all this hurt. And then folks walk away and then wonder what happened. Oh, but what happened? I don't understand. What the hell do you mean you don't understand? Yes, the hell you do. Yes, the hell you do. Hell, that was one of the things that my father and I talked about back in '92 when I had the initial talk with him that I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Talk with him. And I was like, Daddy, why did Mama leave you in the first place? Why did she leave? His answer to me was, because I was too abusive. I said, so if you can sit down there and tell me that, motherfucker, you can't sit down here and tell me that you didn't know what your kids were. Because, see, you and her relationship had nothing to do with your kids. You have 4 children. But you rather go run the streets because you saw yourself as a failure because your marriage didn't work, and yet still you left me in the position of having to raise your goddamn kids. You know, and that there was that of trying to have that particular conversation. Oh, honey, girl. You know that damn grocery store down there on 7 Mile that grandma and all them used to walk down to? I can't think of the name of it. It's closed down now. Okay, that's where we were in the alley in the back. Okay, Halloween 1992. Yeah, picture it. Okay, Barbara G. But in life, you find out you were a friend more to someone than they were to you. Now, girl, now you said that right there. And see, oftentimes, now you know what? Let's talk about the trauma of that. See, this is good because see, traumatizing it comes in many different forms. But how about, is it really a trauma, or do you find yourself having addictive behavior? Because see, there's a lot of folks who are addicted to love, addicted to the idea of being in love, and then there are some who are codependent and things of that nature. And a lot of folks don't believe that those there become addictions. Okay, but a lot of people are searching for love and searching for this and this, that, and the other. So when you realize that you have been a better friend to someone else, because I know I'm one of those people, I don't like to take the word friend loosely. If you call me your friend, then it's all about making sure that I live up to my end of the bargain of it. But then at the same time, what we forget to do is stop being a fucking fool. Okay, because oftentimes you will ignore the warning signs because you know when somebody's using you. You know when somebody only come around when it's always time for something or whatever. You know that. Okay, you know what the hell that is. However, it never comes through, and then you never nip it in the bud. Then you sit up there and play, I don't know why this always happened to me. Yes, the hell you do, because you let it. You let it. And then you sit down there and say, oh, well, I'm just being a friend. No, you being a doormat and enabler. Right, and that's what they saying. Okay. And oftentimes in those particular situations, you know, when you start to invest, when you invest in something, then all of a sudden it becomes, I've given so much time. And see, that's when you start to get mad at yourself and, you know, playing these particular games and all of that, you know. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get these comments because, oh, okay, this right here. Okay. What we got? Yes, indeed. Now that there is truth. Okay. Okay, what we got? I've been there, done that. Okay. Come on, princess. Okay. What's in her eye as well? Y'all better come on and co-sign. Okay, come on, computer. I don't, this is the one thing about laptops when you don't have a mouse and you got to depend on the damn, the little slide, little thing here. I'm trying to get my arrows to work, but the arrows don't want to work. Thank you. Okay. Let me see this. Let me go right here. Yep. And as I've been a fool one too many times, Meech, now my circle is small because of these past experiences. Is that the little one? Hello, Miss Awani. Hey. Hello, precious. Okay, yes, that time for you too. Okay. Yes, honey. But see, oftentimes, um, when you allow yourself to do that, then the trauma of all that becomes, um, the trauma of that is taking you into a spiral that a lot of folks don't know how to recover from, because now it's like, how do I trust myself, or how do I now look for friends? Because every time I try to get to friends, they just use me, they just this, they just that. And oftentimes we don't know how, about having proper boundaries and this, that, and the other. And then we have to come out of the fact that to say the word boundary, we have to stop letting that be a negative word, because oftentimes, and I know for me, depending on who say it and then how they say it.
But there's a difference. There is too much of a being a real different world.
Right.
But the person being a friend to be able to recognize that and the return of that.
Okay. Now how about that? Okay. So here, let's do this. Because I think this thing is ready to play. We're going to move on. We're still on this trauma thing, but I want y'all to hear. This is my first time hearing this. This is her response from when she was on the show, okay? But I know she's going to say some fuck shit, okay? Because she's going to. All right? It's a given. However, have y'all seen the clip? The Dr. Phil clip with Angela Stanton King on there with her now trans daughter, JB's. If y'all are on Bigo, JB's is on Bigo. She's a little internet little thing, honey. Celebrity and influencer. I'm looking to try to see if I can get her to come here on the show. And she and her mom went on here and had a little do-I-did-it. However, this is her responding to when she was on the show, okay? And so I want to make sure that we get this in, okay? And let's see what this is. All right, press play. Play. You gonna play for me, baby? Come on.
Okay, so listen, guys. I'm at Paramount Studios. I just got through filming Dr. Phil. I don't know why you guys didn't warn me about these liberal agenda networks. So basically, the show was supposed to be about me and my son trying to find some type of resolution to figure out how we can fix our relationship. The whole show ended up about me being a black Trump supporter with conservative values, okay? Not only that, they brought on another tranny to try to tell me how to be a parent. First of all, sir, you don't even have children. You probably can't even. You probably can't even have. You probably can't. Yet you want to children. Yet you want to tell me what I need to do in regards to my child. Dr. Phil didn't offer any solution to our problem whatsoever. People telling me, hey, go on Dr. Phil. He gonna help. Dr. Phil didn't offer not one solution. One to quiet me down, gave the stage to his tranny friend, let them speak in regards to the gender issues, and did not let me have a voice. It wasn't nothing but a setup. I'm telling y'all right now, I showed my ass. Okay, so when y'all see it, y'all already know I went completely in. Son absolutely disrespectful, talking about I'm gonna die alone.
That lady ignorant as hell. Well,
Common sense is we know damn well a man cannot be a woman, okay? If you were supposed to be a woman, you wouldn't have to go and have surgery to get titties put on your breast. You would already be born with them. If you was a woman, you wouldn't be born with a dick. You wouldn't have to go get your dick cut off. Now, I'm going to stick to common sense, okay? Listen, man, the show going to be something else. It's the white car over there in the front. The show going to be something else. Y'all forgive me. I showed my ass.
Okay, I'm gonna have to replay that because apparently the damn thing cut off. But did y'all? How much of that did you hear?
a lot.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, so listen, guys.
Hold on.
I'm at Paramount Studios. I just got through filming Dr. Phil. I don't know why you guys didn't warn me about these liberal agenda networks. So basically, the show was supposed to be about me and my son trying to find some type of.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm over here. I wanted to replay it to the hello. Oh, okay. What it is this damn hotspot. And I thought I was going to do this all weekend. I'm not going to be dealing with this because the connection is fucking with me. Okay, let's go. What all did y'all hear?
Ignorance.
Okay. What's up, TC? So here is what this is, because again we're talking about trauma. Now I said I did a YouTube live on this to preempt today's show. Well, at least the topic coming on the show. And one of the things about it is that in dealing with transgender issues and carrying on, and as far as Angela Stanton King is concerned, one of the things that I need for us to understand is that we're dealing with a parent who is hurt. Okay, she's hurt. She is traumatized and still trying to understand and deal with the idea of her son now transitioning, okay, into living his life as a woman. I said on the live, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face, okay. One of the things that I wish our trans children would do, or the trans community, is that we're so big on language, so we need to change this language just a little bit. Because what ends up happening, particularly with trans females, because trans women, well, let me leave it at that. Trans women, not trans females. Trans women always want to tell everybody that they are female. Okay. And that there, I think, is the problem when it comes down to button heads with biological women. Because you're not females. You're a woman, but you're not a female. Okay? And that there is something that we have to deal with and understand. And for those of y'all who sit up there saying, well, how could you be a woman without being a female? Easy. It's
Well, the Latin derivation of T, with the Latin word for T. Male is that male child in the Bible. The male.
okay.
So if you go that name, go from.
Okay. The physiology and biology and the makeup of the body as it is conceived, that there is not going to change. Now, what folks have to understand is that the chromosomes and the cell structure and all of that is where the mind ends up. The chromosomes go by, or the body develops based on how the chromosomes act. So mentally, someone who exhibits and exudes all these feminine characteristics, so they're being natural. Now, biologically and physiologically speaking, honey, they have male genitalia, but everything else about them is saying woman, especially when you have those who have developed hips, you know, and you can see their soft skin and they got real high cheekbones naturally, you know, and carrying on. A lot of that you can tell, okay, that there is hormonal. There's a lot of straight guys out there who don't like the fact that they got wide hips and a fat ass because they built like their mamas. Okay, there's a lot of dudes. Huh?
I want to ask. I want to make sure. Cause she be upset because she looks more black than her.
I was just going to go there because have you seen her daughter, her trans daughter, JB's?
But she has a masculine line.
Yes.
So unfortunately, when he came out, more testosterone and spit that out on the So we know he was born with his mouth, obviously.
Hush, fool. But here's the thing that we have to give into consideration. Because again, Miss Singh is traumatized based on her religious beliefs, her political beliefs, and this, that, and the other. She is traumatized and is dealing with her trauma.
Oh my God.
Okay.
My voice is good. My trauma is good. Oh my God. Shut up.
Stupid. Okay. The Angela is ugly as hell any damn way. I don't know how her husband can look at her every day.
That's because he was with that cartoon
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Come on, Lynette. What you say? Stereotypical conservative hypocrisy. She tried to play victim as if everyone bullied her. But in typical conservative fashion, she came to Dr. Phil trying to bully him in his space. I understand she needs to process losing a son, but why did she come on the show refusing to open her mind? She was getting me so heated.
Why is lost? What about the game door?
Well, no. Hold on.
Why
Because
they
see,
do that?
here's what this is, and this is part of the conversation that we must allow. Just like anybody else, when they say, "Okay, it's taking me all this time to come into who I am, and I've been struggling with this, and I've been wrestling with this, and didn't know, and now I'm able to stand up and proclaim who I am." I'm tired of the term "walking in my truth." I'm sick of that term, but for lack of a better one, Hush. I'm accepting who I am and this, that, and the other. Well, just like it took you all this time to do that, when you come out or make the announcement that this is who you are, the other people got to have just as much time to process that. Okay, and oftentimes, this is where the argument comes. Oh, you just trying to throw this down my face. Every time we turn around, there's always this, and that's because the argument then becomes, well, I'm just being me. I need you to accept me for who I am. Okay, what I need for you to do is give me time to accept it. Because especially trans children, you want me to go from,
time for the process.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. You have to process.
Exactly. But what we have to do is allow them the time it takes, because I'm not telling them. What ends up happening is most folks don't process it. You know, they would rather ignore it, leave it alone, and if they close their eyes, just like Bert on soap, you can't see me. Nope, you can't see me. Bitch, no, you're the one who closed your eyes, not me. Okay? So we end up getting into those particular spaces where folks don't want to process it. What? You know what? I'm not with you. I am not.
You got 3 pockets.
But we have to allow people the space and the time to still adjust to the news, okay? Because what ends up happening, and we have to give this to parents, there is a mourning, if you will, okay, and it is a death, because you have just killed all of their expectations for you, all of their ideas, you know, what they thought your life was going to be. And it's not to say that you still can't be some of those things. It's just that as a parent, you know, you done went into fantasy mode and mapped out your child's life. Okay, you know, you wanted them to play ball, or you wanted them to do this, or you thought they were going to do that, and this, that, and that. So it was a wait and see. So now,
you ain't got to.
Okay.
You met my son.
Right. Okay. So.
I got a little boy named Bill. So you
Okay. So in that, we have to allow the parent time to adjust. This particular piece here with them saying Angela being on the Dr. Phil show, that little rant that she did, and again, I'm glad that was right after the taping. And a lot of that is a lot of mistruths, because, you know, the conservative children always feel as though they set up. No, what you asked for was education. How can I help my child? Now, what do you have on?
Shorts. Like he going to the front.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't completely out of the boy.
Not in my life.
Right. I'm like, okay, you're on Dr. Phil. You asked for education, but then you just got mad because he brought in another transgender person to try to educate you about the community, and someone who does this for a living. Okay, as far as educating and activation and carrying on. So now you're sitting up there saying, oh no, this was a liberal setup because now the LGBT is on an agenda. Bitch, this ain't no goddamn agenda, and this ain't got nothing to do with politics. But you want to sit down there and get mad because they said, well, why is it that my supporting Trump is an issue? because you made it an issue. Now, yeah, the kids brought it up first, but all of your actions towards your kids have been about you surrounding this. You are the one that's in the media spotlight again. I'm talking about your support for this, that, and the other. And then it became how your politics are affecting your children. And they sat up there and said, well, if we don't do what you like, you always want to sit down there and criticize and get mad at this, that, and the other. Again, trauma. You're sitting up here infusing or interjecting bullshit onto your kids unnecessarily. Okay? Unnecessarily. And then instead of asking for help, what conservative somebody is going to tell you that a trans person is going to be? You're not even looking to see how a trans person can benefit society or whatever, because in your mind you've already made up that this is wrong. Okay? In your mind, this is this. At the end of the, I don't know if you heard the last part of that, where she said you can't take no dick and turn it into no pussy. You know, and tell me that you a female. That there is just not gonna happen. That's not. And how rude and vulgar, because that's not what this child wants. You don't know if she's going to have bottom surgery or not. Okay, you haven't even looked into the thing. Right now, you're going on this, saying hurtful shit because now you're hurt, acting out on the fact that, and she said this on the show, you want me to accept you and say that I'm gaining a daughter, but you won't let me grieve the fact that I feel like I'm losing a son. And a lot of parents have to be afforded that opportunity to say, wow, and to know that that's real. Because what happens is we end up shutting parents down. We want to call them homophobic and this, that, and the other if they have those kind of feelings, and that's not fair. Because right now they're still trying to get into the mix of all of this, and then now that you done came out with your truth and want to go what they consider shoving it down my throat, is you now you as flamboyant as ever. I know I did this too, but I've always been a flamboyant person. But now, you know, I'm going to the bar. I got an extra switch in my walk. You know, I walk like mama, so now I beefed it up and walking with my shoulders and shimmying my titties and shit. Cause now I'm fabulous, you know. And now it's like, okay, you're seeing this on a regular basis, and what you didn't know before, or what was your suspicious before, now has become confirmed. And because I'm comfortable, now I'm going around here having the boyfriends or this, that, and the other.
Okay, Let's have it like this. Heterosexual political tirade on this.
Okay.
What do you think more easy? Seeing your child as your child with somebody that is identical with them, or seeing your child portraying what they want to be in their life, or with somebody that you still look like. If you look at the trans, it sounds like a woman, female, and you have a child with them. That's what he said. They still like a couple. Is that easy to digest, or you want both of them? Like guys better.
Well, a lot of hetero children are looking for, which is hetero children. Right, I know, and that's what they want. The hetero children want the dynamics of the male-female dynamic. Okay, because that's what they know. Okay, that's what they know. We, as the alphabet children, have done the same thing, because most of our relationships, you know, is always top or bottom. Okay, and carrying on, which is patterning ourselves after our heteronormative. Okay. Then when it comes down to those who are trans, because I know, Barbara, you still up in here? Because I know she had that question one time before too. She said, well, wait a minute. How is it that you trans And you said you want to live your life as a woman, but then you still date women. That don't make sense to me. And I said, because oftentimes what you don't get, gender identity is one thing as to who I am. Sexual orientation or attraction means who I want to sleep with.
And that's what you get into. You so worried about what homosexual people doing anything wrong. You mixed up real
and then you have it. Say that one more time. You so busy worried about what we doing or what you think we doing.
I know a guy that do motherfucker that motherfucker goddamn white walls in his head and he goddamn like the motherfucker plot. But we'll tell people.
Okay.
And that's what he got damn things. Those are affected.
Okay. Okay.
So now what?
Right.
She needed a break. You can't put it back on the wall. Or did it really come out of the room? Why you so upset? Because of the thing down there. You got a cut.
Well, oftentimes, and see, here's the other thing too, and it's easy to jump on her. Or as a big. No, I didn't mean it like that. Shut up, fool. It's easy to criticize her and to, put her on blast because she did say some hurtful shit. And just like she said in the clip, I turned up and it got ratchet as hell and ghetto and shit, but I had to stand up and represent, because they trying to tell me X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, you know what? All of that bullshit there, all of that, okay, it's easy to make her at fault. But what's hard to do is to take out of there the parts that need to be heard. I am hurt. I am discombobulated because what my son, the thoughts I have for my son are not coming to be, because my son is now transgender. Okay, my son's name is Javion or whatever his name is, but she wants me to call her her, number one, and then JB's. And she was like, JB's, what the fuck is that? Where that name come from? She says, my name. And so, as far as being disrespectful is concerned, she want her kids to respect her, but then she's not showing that when she talking about, we're here to talk about my son's mental illness. You're there, you done called your child mentally insane, or she has a mental illness problem because you went to school for psychology and took a few psychology classes to realize that gender dysphoria is a mental illness. Exactly. Let me go to Princess. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna shut this down because I gotta go get something to eat. I am hungry as hell. One of the best ways to educate someone is to bring someone who is experienced on the subject you seek knowledge on. Why get mad at that? Why make it into a political thing? Why claim it's an agenda? I also believe it's all about her feeling and not her child's feelings. Shaking my head. Exactly. And that's what it is. Okay, and it becomes very apparent. Wait a minute. Come on, screen. Come on now. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shut this down because see, this thing here is trying to give me fever, and don't want to do like I'm asking it to do, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So you see, I'm popping on it to have it hide. Okay, there we go. Thank you. But yeah, so when we're talking about dealing with trauma, there's a myriad of things along the spectrum that we have to take into consideration. Huh?
See the service party with me.
Okay.
That should be. And I thought I was getting on the way. That didn't work out.
You know what? Stop. we're gonna let the two of them go early because see, we're having a lot of technical difficulties, and I went against my first man because I was going to cancel today's show, and I said because I didn't want to rush it, right? I said I wasn't going to rush today's show, but then as I got to talking and carried on, there were some things that had come up, and I said no, we're gonna go ahead on and do it, and then this was nothing that was supposed to have been. Well, no, I won't say nothing because we wanted all this that we're saying here, yes, and we were going to do all this. But what's turned out is just that it's turned out into something. We have a lot of technical difficulties up in here. So I'm going to stick to my original thing, and I'm not going to come on tomorrow. If you see me Sundays, because I'll probably be going live from Indigenous House. Because I'll be back home in Atlanta Sunday afternoon. I touch down at 12:30, and then we're going home to do a Batgirl change and heading to the park. Because Indigenous House, for those of you who are in Atlanta, will be at Piedmont Park this coming Sunday, May 16th, from noon until 10 p.m. Our very special guest DJ is going to be Louis Vega. Louis Vega, baby, and I don't know if he's bringing Monique Bingham with him. I don't know, but she was not confirmed or not named in any of the flyers. It was only Louis Vega as special guest DJ. So, honey, but I got a feeling that he gonna bring Miss Monique Bingham, honey, so she can sit down there and sing. Okay, elevator going up, honey. Oh. Okay, and they're deeper than the waters, deeper than the bottom, rather, of Africa. Okay, you can't get no deeper than the bottom, honey. Woo! Okay, can't get no deeper, than the bottom. Ow! Okay, take that anywhere you want to take it, baby. Can't get no deeper than the bottom, sugar. Okay. So that's what's happening this coming Sunday, May 16th. So I will be out there. So we come on live is because I'll be out there with the children, and I will dance on camera. Because most of the time I end up doing that. Or if I don't, I need a cameraman though. Somebody who gonna sit up there and play cameraman with me. Because what our camera person is taking care of her business and things, and she's at home having to have a her little mental health break from the world and getting herself together. We're gonna need a camera guy because I need to get somebody to do footage and carry it on. So that's gonna be that. So on that note, my darlings, I'm gonna let you guys go and have the rest of your Friday evening. Yes, we're getting away early. Okay, you know what? Not your sin, honey. I know it's your son, but she got my sin as the cameraman. No. Okay. It's your son, honey. Damn you autocorrect, honey. I know, and I know that's a Freudian flip, especially coming from the evangelist, honey. She said my sin is a cameraman. I know that's a Freudian flip, honey. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got to find something to eat, child. I am hungry. Okay, I'm hungry, and I really don't want to go nowhere because my eyes are giving me the blues, and I forgot to bring my glasses. I did not bring my glasses. So, yeah, but, I got my eye drops though. If I put my eye drops in, I got to put them in the refrigerator because I learned, I learned when I keep my eye drops in the refrigerator because they get cold. When you drop them in your eye, it gives you that cold sensation, honey. And I know for me, it made my eyes just pop and was just alive. I was like, ooh, yes.
I might enjoy
You.
Hey, quick thing. Everybody that be that place right up on the face right there. The new canopy.com. Website, if you're interested in DVDs, what anything doing right now. If you want to check out this, I can walk you through the steps of income that make next 3 years, $30 million. I'm sure you want to get part of that.
You know what? And that there is so true. What you said, we ain't got no gas around here, so stay home. Yeah, because I'm out here in Southfield right now. 696 on Northwestern Highway, child. Out, Franklin Road area. Okay. So, but I was looking at the gas pumps and things. I'm like, ooh, because see now, I did not pay for, say I was going to let them, pay for a tank of gas when you bring the car back, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I should have looked at the what the gas is per gallon on there, because if we don't have any gas, child, when I take this car back, it's oh, you in Maryland? That's right. Okay, I'm in Maryland, and gas is $4.09 a gallon. $4.09. Wait a minute. I was listening to the news the other day that somebody was charging them $9.99 a gallon, honey. I said, you nasty, cantankerous, you no good varmints. How dare you sit down there and price gouge folks like that? And the sad thing is that there is nothing illegal about it. Businesses are able to do that, and I think that is highway robbery, and they need to be fined for that. If you're not going to make that illegal about their price gouging, then you need to fine them whenever they do it. Because that is crazy.
Right now.
Okay. So, yeah. So, in any event, honey, yeah, we're gonna shut this down because I've got to go find something to eat. They tell me, you know what? I can sit up in here. I'll make a phone call to Miss Domino's, honey. Miss Domino's, bring me a pizza. How about that? Oh, a Hawaiian pizza? That sounds good right about now. Oh. Little ham, a Canadian bacon, little pineapple. For those of y'all who don't believe pineapple don't go on pizza, honey, I beg to differ. But I found out people who don't like pineapple on pizza are usually folks who don't like sweet and sour sauce or whatever, and carrying on. But yeah. Right. Okay. What'd you say, Marla? Not anymore illegal. Obama made it illegal, but Trump changed that. Okay. Wow, I didn't know he changed that. For real? I didn't know he changed that, Marla. Okay, as far as that price gouge is concerned. Wait a minute. Because see, who was Obama's in office? Yeah, I think he was in office. And when the dude who was price gouging those the medicine, the HIV meds at what was $1,000 or whatever appeal or whatever the damn thing was, and he was like, well, if folks need it, they're gonna pay for it, and he had nothing. No qualms, no nothing. In fact, he's in jail for it now. So yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? And I'm glad that they had arrested him, child, because see, somebody really needed to put hands on him, honey. On a serious note, but not that probably it wouldn't have made a difference. It just would have been. A feel-good moment, honey, just to try to knock some sense into his head. But no, he had his mind already made up for that. Wait a minute, TJ, you like pineapples, honey? Pineapples. Okay, yeah, he did get arrested. Okay. And it's serving time. But wasn't he some girl was supposed to be marrying him? The other thing I heard, somebody was trying to marry him while he was in jail or something, honey. Okay. And carrying on. So it's absolutely ridiculous. But nonetheless, tomorrow's going to be one of those days. I'm here, and I told folks that I'm not working. So no, I did not bring no hair, no clothes, no nothing. Well, I can't say no clothes. I brought one of my tops. My costume was wanting to do something else with it, so I'm like, okay, cute. So I'm going to go around visiting folks and things. I told my dad I'll come back by his house and carrying on. And then we're going to go from there. Thank you guys for joining us. Wait a minute, what you say? Hold on. People's cars blowing up, riding around with tubs and bags with gasoline. You know what? And that's what they asked us get. Okay. I'm here in Detroit, Mama. I'm here at home in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. I had you missed it earlier. I had my cousin's funeral was today, and I came in town to support my aunt and of course the rest of the family. It was a surprise. My dad didn't know I was coming, so when he saw me come up, he said, "Oh, you here?" And you know that was a moment for us, you know, and things and all of that. You know, it's good to know that I can see my dad as a pretty cool cat now, because when I was younger, I didn't. You know, he was an asshole. Okay. Exactly. They do deserve that. Walking around with how do you put gasoline in a fucking trash bag? So who put that up there? Helena. I think Helena said that. In a group chat on Facebook, she said, "I just saw somebody put some gasoline in a garbage can in a garbage bag." Okay, and then I got the wrong kind of containers and carried on. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Okay. Why do you do that? Okay. I don't understand. Yeah. Oh shit. CBS 46 just showed a car in South Carolina that caught fire. Well, what did they think? Listen, it's been rather hot. When the sun was up, most folks along this doggone southern border in Carolina, even here in Detroit was 71 degrees today. Chicago. Okay, so if you're sitting down here with gasoline in a hot car, they tell you not to sit up there, leave your kids in the car because the heat in the car rises, and you got gasoline in the car.
And then you find a cigarette.
The heat from just sitting in the sun like that will cause it to be combustible.
From somebody having in the car, and they lit a cigarette after that.
Ridiculous. Absolutely. I just cannot with people. Someone's Humvee burned up with gasoline all in the vehicle.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Wait a minute. You ran out of all the money because you motherfucking and then
you burn it all the money up in flame, honey. Just burn and still lost the car.
Okay. Hey, it's great. God bless you all. You be safe.
I shall.
Don't forget my dad.
All right. Hey, Habiba, what's up, baby? You know what? I saw your message, and we are going to attack that. Habiba made a suggestion that, and that when we talk about, we were talking about family dynamics and carrying on, and the whole idea of of how younger brothers get detached and miss out of being around the older brothers. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but we're talking about, you know, just those family dynamics where the older brothers are looking up to the younger brothers, But and how a lot of that fits into the play of all this. When the older brother now is have his own life and trying to get some things and this, that, and the other, the younger brother seems lost because my time was to mimic you or to emulate you or to be with you, and then how they interact with all of that when the older brother moves on and things. How do you deal with it?
It's like that. Family planning is a big thing back in the day.
Right.
Okay. When people really married, that was a big thing. You didn't have to stretch. But then that's the way when it's reality again. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, and the new world.
Right.
And like my brother, there's 3 of us, all out of my mom. And I was the only child here.
Okay. Oh, that's a hot little dynamic on that. Okay.
Right.
You all the time. I'm an only child. Cause we understand it when they little. When you're little and you got 2, 3, maybe 4 years apart, you get it.
Right.
But when it comes, 9, 10 years apart or whatever, what is that? How does that re-involve the dynamic of all that? I couldn't imagine me being 10 years. I'm 7 years older than my sisters. Okay.
But imagine 20 years older, you're youngest.
Right. Okay. You're right.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Go get something.
Yeah, I am, because y'all see, I'm sitting up here yawning and things. They're gonna have to come and deliver because I don't trust myself driving right now. My eyes are too. It's allergies, I know, and they're on top of being tired. So we finna get the little clicker. Throw something on, honey, and then I'm finna go to call Miss Domino's and get me a lovely old lovely, honey. And then we finna call that a day. Wait a minute, Dr. Marla, I'm finna call you Marcy. What she say?
Get your Hawaiian. Get your New York Hawaiian.
A New York style Hawaiian? Okay. My oldest 3 are 35, 33, and 30, and 15. It's crazy because she's like an only child. Because she is.
Yeah.
Because she is. Okay. And in her mind, even though she has older siblings, if she has a connection, good for her. But for the most part, honey, she has no connections with these grown ass men, honey. Right now, it's her and her mother.
Yeah.
And because of that, that lineage and stuff there, honey, that becomes a big to do. And oftentimes, kids, if the parents act funny about it, the kids gonna act funny about it.
You gotta remember everything that fantasy wise. The train going down the tree, the big party around. I was even going to I was one of those kids.
Okay.
Everything. And then all of
Excuse me. She does, but she is spoiled. The grands are a part of her child. Okay.
It is what it is.
Right. It's 11:15. What time does Domino's stop delivering? It's a Friday night, child. We finna go to find out. Yeah, the oldest grand is the same age. Oh, really? Okay, child. Okay. I am, honey. So let me let you guys go, and let me get comfortable because I put the shirt on. I thought I was going to go make a run, but then I no. So I'll wear this tomorrow. Straight out of College Park. College Park. What did you say? Go spend time with your family. I am, honey. Tomorrow is the day of going to go see everybody and carrying on and all of that particular jazz. So I'll keep you guys posted. So when you see me again, honey, if I'm not going to be doing this, we're not going to do dish and tea. If you see me again, it'll be because I'll be probably on my phone going live because something done hit me and I got a little burst or something. Okay, but until the next time, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets because the tea has been dished and you've been dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meats. If you love me, tell a friend, honey. If you hate me, tell all of your motherfucking enemies. But do know this. One way, shape, style, form, or fashion, honey, everything that we are doing here will move forward. Now, if I can get the computer to move down so I can play the ending. It won't line. There we go. Come on. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay, you know what? Whatever's going on, honey. No, y'all know I get frustrated kind of easily these days. I see this particular jazz here. I just cannot see myself doing this for long periods of time in the name of trying to entertain, because this is not entertaining me. It's frustrating the hell out of me. However, having said all that, honey, we will see you guys on the next go round. Be good, take care of yourself. If you're vaccinated, still take the universal precautions. If you haven't been vaccinated, you better make sure you're doing the universal precautions, because until this thing is contained, we are still in a pandemic. Even though this fucking governor of ours in Georgia want to stop he's not accepting any more of the federal unemployment benefits, the federal stuff. So we're talking about that another time, because I meant to get into that now, but I don't have the strength. Y'all see I'm frightened with my eyes. So on that note, my darlings, okay, and oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong one. I can't say scene yet. I'm finna go to play the opening. I'm trying to play the close. All right, there we go. And scene. If it'll play. Come on, child. You gotta love technology, honey. This thing will not play my ending. Come on and play the goddamn ending. Play the ending. The closing credits. Sir, hello?
What? What about?
See. Okay, I'm trying to do it and it played it for half a second, right? Oh, just make a fool out of me, why don't you?